Well, she's been really applauded for the kind of choices she's done, especially in the last 2 years. Wonderful, Shefali. You've never kept these sort of constraints, thinking कि यार मुझे एक इतना मिलेगा screen space तो ही करूँगी, इतना होगा तो ही करूँगी. What do you have to say about that?
Well, of course, like you correctly said, I mean, as an actor, even I'm very greedy as an actor. But very early on, I figured when I did Satya was a 7-minute role, and I got a lot of appreciation for it. So it's not the length of a role, but it's the strength of a role that matters, and the the relevance of the role to the script, and does it make a difference to the script, and vice versa. I mean, all of that matters. And yes, all of us wish for the stars, but then once you get it, can you come through? I mean, that's what you struggle for, right?
And how's the struggle been for you?
To prove myself, honestly, I don't have a long resume, but the kind of resume I have is respectable. I am proud of the films that I've been a part of, or any project that I've been a part of, and I've been very choosy, not because I was trying to be high-handed, but because the kind of work I wanted to do didn't come regularly.
Correct.
It used to bother me a lot, but then I realized that, look, the kind of work I want to do will come once in a year, once in 2 years, and do I want to just go to work every day, or I'd rather just wait for that? And I've waited for it. So it's been fulfilling. I mean, now finally I can see where it's going.
Yeah.
And as far as what is required of me as an actor, I am terrified.
It is?
I am genuinely terrified.
No, that's surprising, really.
I'm terrified. Every project, I go onto the set, and my biggest fear is the director is going to say action, and I'm going to stand there like not understanding or comprehending the language he's saying.
Freeze.
Just freeze. Yeah, I'll be like, huh? I'll be like that.
Are those roles coming now in, in a quantity that you can choose from?
It's opened horizons, but it's not opened the floodgates. Let's put it this way. So it's not like I'm flooded with offer, like I'm like, oh my God, I'm spoiled for choice, and I'm like, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. I have gotten offered quite a bit of work, but like I said, there is a certain kind of work I want to do, and I'll wait for it.
Now that it's almost an end of a decade, it's 2020 almost, and when you look back at how these 10 years have been, with the ups and downs, how do you look at it?
Like I was talking to you, there was a time when I was very disappointed. But the choices I made were my choices. Nobody put a gunpoint on my head. So whatever the repercussions were, I had to deal with them. For example, when I played Age, when I was 20 and I played Age, that kind of put me into a bracket, you know. So technically today I'm like 165 screen age, something such. But and then I just got the same kind of work.
Like
and I
mother.
just kept increasing in age. Like I was playing mother to people who were older to me and stuff like that. And amongst that also, I got what I wanted to do. I mean, there was Monsoon Wedding, and there's Satya, and there is Gandhi, My Father, last year, which I'm very proud of. And then there was a point of time where I said, okay, this is it. And unfortunately, and unlike the OTT, I mean, it is changing in cinema as well, but unlike in cinema, it's mainly about the hero and the heroine. So everybody else is just a packaging.
Yeah.
You know?
Props,
yeah. So it was becoming very difficult for me to find my calling there. It did bother me a lot. And then I reached this place where I understood that the kind of work I want to do comes rarely. It does not come every day. And if I wanted to go to work, I could have gone to work, but I wouldn't have been happy.
Yeah, you would be playing mother over and over.
And not just mother, I could have gone to work every day, but that is not the purpose of why I work. I just love it so much.
You just don't want to be in front of a camera for the sake of it.
No, yeah. And I have to admit that I had the luxury of making that choice. A lot of people may not have it. But like after Dil Dhadakne Do, okay, and I loved the script and I loved the role and all of it. And I got offered some incredible work after that, but it was in the same
Lines.
space. So I made a conscious decision of saying, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to wait. And it may take very long, it may not even work out. But after that, Juice happened, and then once again happened. And it kind of reinstilled my faith in what I believed, that okay, I'll wait, it'll happen.
You said that, you consciously chose not to just do random roles. What were the other struggles you faced in the industry? Like when you heard scripts being given to you, or when offers came to you, when narrations happened, or you were in front of the camera and working with the crew. What were the other things that you thought that the industry needs to also change that in perspective?
I've been very lucky to work with these incredible bunch of people, all the directors I've worked with. One or two were difficult, and then I just decided, okay, this is not my cup of tea, I can't do it. But most of my directors, like 90%, 99% of them have been incredible. And the pay structure is something that you always fight, because they think if you're giving you a good role, why should we pay you? It's
like that. Logic is that.
It's actually that. मतलब it's almost like तुमने हमको पैसे देने चाहिए.
हाँ, ये तो किसी को नहीं मिलता.
हाँ.
अरे आपकी उम्र में आपको
अरे आपने इतना कैसे मांग लिया? Like it's that kind of thing. So that is a thing that, and then when you actually ask them for money, the same directors are very offended because they don't think you deserve to be paid. Even if you've grown, even if they respect you a lot. They feel ke, अरे मतलब you did it for free, so now why should you be asking for money? It's that kind of a thing. But well, it's everybody's own, whatever everyone feels, whatever suits everybody. But these are the couple of things that I'd worry about, or that were
major at the time.
Yeah. And it's not, when I worked with this one or two directors who I did not gel with, I just figured this is not my play. This is not where I am comfortable with. This is not the kind of work I will be able to do. And I just consciously decided, अच्छा ये मुझसे नहीं होगा.
तो नहीं करते.
तो नहीं करते. कोई बात नहीं, नहीं करते. You work with people you have the same sensibility, sensitivity, that kind of gelling with. And then I've only been lucky. I've worked with some incredible makers. Money, they still cry.
They do?
Yeah, of course they cry.
Well, I hope now things are better.
As far as money is concerned, if I think, I really have no, delusions about myself.
Of course.
I am not ever going to determine a box office.
Sure.
Let's be realistic about it.
Yeah, but
so
then
whoever thinks they are going to, well, wow. Salman Khan determines the box office, all right? Or the big stars, or even the actresses now. But I don't, and I don't think I ever will get down to it. I'm not a star, I'm an actor. And I'm very proud of being that.
Yeah.
On the platform that I am working, of course, I will get my due.
Yeah.
But I haven't met one person who comes up and says, you know what, I will give you more than you ask, or I will give without you. I haven't met one single human being who has done it. Not one.
Well, you mentioned Salman and we were discussing about it, and I know how excited you are to watch Dabangg.
Very excited. I'm maha thrilled.
And we were talking about how the box office, of course, is run by the A-list stars that we have, and few, of course, are leading ladies as well right now. And we were discussing about the fact that, is it okay to always push things by the box office numbers, and it's still big? It's okay. It's a business at the end of the day.
I don't understand jack about numbers or the production side of it. Vipul's majorly into it. He's aware of what is going on, etc., etc. It doesn't. I am a completely creative person, and I work with that. If something touches me, I will do it, and I will bend backwards to doing it. So I've never done something because I've thought, oh my God, this is really going to work.
Yeah.
I can't foresee. I really genuinely can't. So after I've done it, For me, it's over. अब इसके आगे कौन देखेगा, क्या होगा, कितना अच्छा चलेगा is all मतलब it's राम भरोसे.
Yeah.
Touches me, I will do it, and then I will take complete responsibility. चला नहीं चला, that is not going to change how much I love it, because I did it in the first place because I love it.
Everybody wants to tell you, then why don't you give me honest feedback about my film? But do they really want honest feedback?
I stopped going for screenings. I genuinely did. I'm not kidding. I just genuinely did. And I mean, I completely understand. I mean, now that I'm older, I understand that, listen, the film is made. And it is the director's version. I may like it, I may not like it, but that is what art is, right? It's
Yeah.
subjective. Any form of art, it's subjective. What might be great for you may not be great for me. But there's no point in rubbing that in. At the same time, I really scream on top of my voice when I like something.
Yeah.
I go all out and do it. You know what? Any kind of politically correct social interaction does not fall into my. It's not my forte. It's everyone's decision what they're making. मुझे
Yeah.
नहीं अच्छा लगा इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी कि वो अच्छा है या बुरा है. मतलब who the hell am I to decide?
But you get to have an opinion.
I won't go for a screening. Not just because I don't like going out.
Fair enough.
I really don't. Dressing up and going out is a pain for me. You
Yeah.
have no idea how much effort this one has taken.
I think you look lovely.
Thank you. Because it's just, I'm a complete antithesis of an actor. It's too much effort and I really don't enjoy it.
On that note, I must ask you then, how's the paparazzi thing happening for you?
Well, they're not. They just leave me alone.
They do.
Seriously, they don't care a jack. And like this is the maximum effort I can do. You see me, otherwise I'm in pajamas. So the social media is a big thing now.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah, I think you on Twitter you write sometimes. when you
I
want to.
write. I write a blog, and but now, I mean, you know, I have friends. I have friends who are designers. I have friends who are makeup art, and like really, these are close friends of mine.
Of course.
And they know, acha, chef is like that only. She will like, please, I don't want to do anything. When I have to dress up, I'm like, seriously? Like, why we've done? Abhi bahut ho gaya. I want to go. I'm restless like that.
So what happened in Dil Dharakne though? What did because
I
that
just
was
had to
pretty-
keep quiet and sit there. I never got into what, how, who, why, when, nothing. I was just told to keep quiet. Chef, just get it done. Okay. It was like that.
When was the last time, like you said, you know, when you really like things, you obviously go and talk about it. What are the few films that you really like and few actors that you've been wowed by in the recent times?
Hrithik Roshan? I love Hrithik Roshan. Like I
Like
really
crush?
love it. Like
Like-
crush and as an actor.
Uh-huh.
Like there's so much honesty. So much honesty and vulnerability. Really, I really like that. And Vidya, I admire Vidya a lot. Again, honesty. That honesty just comes across. You know, that person being themselves.
Yeah.
It just comes across right through. And I loved Sant Ki Aankh, and I loved both of them. I mean, there was a lot of discussion about this one, but I think they were very good.
You want to do a comedy in the OTT space where you can say anything and everything. You'd be brilliant at it considering you don't have filters. and, like,
Absolutely.
does it, even now I can see like you have to hold yourself a little bit, right?
You'll be like, the other day we were working on some script, and
Yeah.
I don't know what trip I was on.
Yeah.
And I just said, you know, I don't like this person because he's really annoying me in the script. Can I just go and poke a pencil in his eye? And they were like, did you just say it? And then that whole evening, I was just stabbing people in their head and ear, and like I was losing it. I was like, I want to do a zombie film now. I want to do something which is
Crazy.
absolutely unapologetic.
You know, there was Mardani too that was happening, and we were chatting at the time as well. And I told them that there's an entire universe being created by the male actors who are playing cops. Rohit Shetty is making this whole universe of.
I love
Surya
it, huh?
Vanshi.
Just by the way.
Yeah,
I
sure.
saw Simba, I loved it.
Ranveer's going to be super happy.
I love Ranveer. He is so cute and so good.
He is.
So good, huh?
Fabulous.
Ranveer. So good, man. Alia, Deepika, Priyanka in Sky is Pink. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Amazing. These are actors I really admire. And of course, Mr. Bachchan.
Yeah, of course. No, absolutely. And there's an entire parallel universe happening, right? With Simba and Suryavanshi and all of that. It'll be interesting to see a lot of female cops that are coming up now. You know, you have Rani, and you have not too many of you, and few more who are these cops that people are rooting for, coming together in a parallel universe. If you had a film like that, or to create a universe, who are the actors you'd pick? It'd be very interesting to see them as female cops with their own individual characteristics.
Vidya? I mean, all these actors, Deepika, Alia,
All of them.
PC, I mean, they would all add
Kill
so
it.
much.
PC's been a cop already.
And I mean, like I enjoyed Simba.
Yeah.
I was very thrilled, and I watch everything that Ranveer does.
That is
but
so sweet.
yeah, he's a doll.
And you've obviously worked with him. You all had a
And
great
he
rapport.
he is adorable.
He is.
So it might not be in that genre.
Yeah.
But it would be so wonderful, you know, like when Vidya and Kareena spoke about this.
Yeah.
It would be so wonderful to break that place and bring them into this raw world.
Yeah.
I mean, these are not my words, these are their words. They would love to do something like this.
They would, absolutely.
And why not?
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'd fit into the Simba genre because I don't have that kind of a body. just saying.
I think you're just fine. You will be fine. I'm sure Ranveer will be very happy if you come as
Oh God, no.
someone superior in rank.
I don't. I would like to do comedy, period.
Period.
I am inherently, people who know me as an extremely wicked, like
I can see that.
crazy sense of humor, says the most inappropriate things at the most inappropriate times.
Yeah.
I want to do something unapologetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do something that's complete, it breaks everything out
Yeah.
and says, oh, there is no proper right, wrong here.
Yeah.
And just do it. And of course, I want to explore all these genres because people just expect me to be the strong woman.
Yeah.
And you know,
you're-
somehow like she's the face of women's right or whatever. And I feel it's very big a onus. And I believe in all the characters I played. I strongly believe in all the characters and all the stories I've done. But that doesn't mean I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'd
You
love
can do
to.
anything. Does it become difficult to have that responsibility? Because the kind of morality that they expect from you will always be higher. And which is great, I think, because we have this, now this conversation is on about, you know, should actors be a little more when they're selecting scripts and all of that. You pretty much have been.
I have been because
Yeah.
that's what touched me. I didn't go into the right and the wrong of it.
Yeah.
I did it because I wanted to do it. Lakshmi, for example, Nagesh Kuknur had directed it.
Yeah.
I play a woman which is, I mean, she is, you'd hate her.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that, but I wanted to do it.
You know, I had a conversation with Nawaz and he was telling me about how disappointed he feels sometimes when his films haven't worked, especially the ones that are festival films per se. And he told me that I feel that it's okay, I need to just do something sometimes that will pander to it. Like, it's okay, I've given up hope. In specifically in his case, that at the end they will go and want to watch that family fun zone. What are your thoughts on this?
Like, I am very excited about going and watching Dabangg today.
Sure.
Right? A person who goes from Virar to Churchgate every day in a train, उसके लिए हफ्ते में जो पैसे होते हैं, he wants to spend on a film in Gaiety Galaxy and in Chandan. He really wants to see people's troubles. He has enough of his. So it's only fair if they want to see entertainment. At the same time, we're not saying they're not going to watch the other kind of cinema. And there is also a perspective of being realistic of where you stand and where your work stands and where your film stands. For example, I did this film called Once Again.
Sure.
All right. And I saw the film and I loved it. I mean, I'm a hardcore romantic, so it is like very close to me
Yeah.
and all that. I saw it And I remember sitting with the producers, the director, all of us were sitting together and they were saying, we'll try to do this theatre release and theatrical and all that. And I told them, I said, guys, the film will be lost. You don't have saleable names on the film. What poster are you going to put up? And please tell me, why are people going to come and watch this film? This film will get lost. You know, just with, I would be very happy to see my poster up there.
Yeah.
But for that one thing, because you want to say, मेरी film का theatrical release हुआ था, as a producer or a director, you're going to damage the film. Please go to a OTT platform. You'll have people watching it over years. You will have respectability. The film will not get lost.
I think your pragmatism also comes from the fact that you have seen the money-making side, right? You are also, you know what the reality check is. That's also coming. Like your numbers are being discussed. Are numbers discussed at dinner table conversations?
Vipul
Not
doesn't
with you.
bother.
No?
Because I'm like, I don't have anything to do with it. I really don't. I mean, zyada se zyada I'll ask him, is that film doing well or no? Or it's like, it's released, let's go. When are we going to watch this film? That is my whole thing.
Yeah.
We're both avid film watchers. Film, shows, all of it.
Yeah.
So, we're just waiting. But he's into all of that. I don't understand it.
Fair enough. You know, of course, today Christopher Nolan's trailer has come out of Tenet, and we have the beautiful Dimple Kabadia in it. And it makes you also realize that the representation that we're doing worldwide is amazing. And we have so many actors. You've, like you said, there's Priyanka, there's Nimrit, there's so many Veer Das, all of them doing great films there. Like I said, releasing an OTT is almost like a worldwide reach. Does that fascinate you? And I'm sure if a good scripts come by, you will obviously not say no to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I would love to do it. So, I'm waiting. But I have to say that there is a recognition internationally with something like a OTT.
Yeah.
DC dropped in 190 countries at a go. And like recently when I went for the Asian Academy Awards, and you know, there were people from the Asian belt, actors, directors from Thailand, China, Japan, Australia, like filmmakers and other audience. And they'd seen DC. And they knew what it was, which is a lot. And for that to translate, I mean, you know, there were a couple of offers or questions for auditions for me. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's also opening up that, you know, they are breaking that white wall.
Yeah.
Because they're becoming inclusive of all cultures. And they want them to be a part of all their important films, which is great.
Yeah.
So it is happening, and I would be more than happy to do that as well.
I'll end it, you know, on a note that is very, very simple, and I'm sure you'll have a great answer to give for that. You call yourself an actor, and you say, you know, I'm not a star, and I'm an actor. But you know, you have people around you. You see stars all the time. What have you observed are the pros and cons, and why are you happy being an actor?
Why am I happy being an actor?
No, as an only an actor. Like you know, when I say like, why do you're completely okay not being a star?
Because like I said, I'm an antithesis of even an actor.
Okay.
I just really enjoy doing my work.
Yeah.
All the paraphernalia that comes along with it, I find it a burden.
Like that's the pros and cons of it.
Yeah, like to dress up and go out is like, मतलब रोज तैयार होके जाके फोटो खिंचवाओ, कैसे कैसे कर सकता है कोई यार? I really can't do it. I am so glad that I can wear my pajamas. I mean, my husband and my kids are like, you can't go out like that. But they've given up on me. They know I do my own stuff. But I can't do it. I really genuinely can't do it. I don't like wearing makeup. I don't like going out. I mean, I want to, according to me, my idea of partying is my closest friends sitting at home in pajamas. I don't want to be clicked. I only do interviews when I have a project or I have something to talk about.
Absolutely.
Uske alawa it's too much of an effort. I love my job. I love acting. I love working on the script. I mean, I'm like, I can't tell you what it is for me.
Yeah.
Uske alawa baki sab paraphernalia and I'm not good at it.
So to people who look up to you and a lot of young people who come in the industry every day to become stars, what do you have to tell them?
All the best. And whatever, I mean, really, all the best with whatever you want to be.
Sure.
It's your choice. And I really hope they can get what they want. That could vary from person to person.
Sure.
You know.
Fair enough. Before I let you go, can you give me a little about what's happening, or are you not supposed to say anything? On the lighter note, because you're so excited about Dabang, I hope one day
Dabang,
you join the franchise.
What will I do there?
But watching it is still enough.
Of course, I'm going to watch it and have my samosa and popcorn. I'm very excited.
And on that note, of course.
And I will go in my track pants and hoodie. That is what I do. I go in my track pants and hoodie, take my chappal off, sit palanthi walke and eat my samosa and watch a film.
And of course, like you said, you have a lot of respect for Hrithik. You tweeted about Super 30 and he of
So
course.
good, yeah. So good he is.
But it'll be great. I'm sort of making this and putting that out in the universe because he wrote back saying he's a huge fan of yours and he loves your work. So one day maybe I hope you work with him. It'll be very interesting to see the two of you together.
And not playing his mother or grandmother.
Absolutely not. We made that very clear. Man crush, good actor, everything. So opposite.
Well, I don't know, but it would be an honor to work with him.
Absolutely.
I mean, like Run and Hrithik and all these guys are so good.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Well, on that note, we've put it out in the universe, so we really hope that happens. We are rooting for you. Thank you once again. It's always so lovely to hear such things from someone who knows exactly what she's doing.
Thank you. I actually don't know.
Watch E-Town News Monday to Friday at 9:30 p.m. only on Zoom.